I talk. Second. What? Who's that? Oh, next you dog. Yeah, next you. I think she's white. Though. So it does just yeah. Look at you. Hello, guys. Hi.
Afternoon, sir.
Michelle. Okay, so how was your weekend, guys? Did you guys have a good weekend? Or you guys were busy? What were you busy with? Things like that.
Afternoon, Mr. Chise.
How's it, man? Good.
I know the long weekend was long.
Was long.
Yeah, but it was good.
Is it?
Yes,
See,
sir.
that's not bad. It's not bad. So how far with your stuff? Are you winning? What's happening?
Slowly getting there. Slowly getting there, but yeah, it's
Hmm.
just a steep hill. But yeah, getting there slowly but sure.
Slowly but surely. Okay, that's good. At least. So yeah, we starting our thingy, our like our study break from tomorrow. And then we're starting our study break from tomorrow until Friday. So technically, it means this week we only have one day, which is today. So I wanted just because anyway today also we have load shedding here. So my battery, like I don't think that I will have a connection after. So if ever there is any questions, I think this is a very good platform today to actually utilize for us to do any to answer any questions that you guys have. If you guys do actually have any questions, are there any questions, any queries regarding the stuff that you have done so far, or regarding the work that you guys have been doing? Is there any clarifications that you guys need? Things like that.
My good sir.
Hey, Troy, how's it going?
Great yourself.
I'm good, man. I'm good, man. What's up?
Uh, in regards to the visitation that we're gonna have in the
So,
middle of
yeah.
the week, I just wanted clarity in terms of that.
Oh, yeah. So I
Yeah.
asked, like, I went over and actually sought some clarification on
Okay.
that matter. Yeah. So, like, I was told that the visitation is gonna be this week by Miss
Okay.
A.
Yeah. Yeah.
And apparently Miss A is not available this week. She's not available
Oh
this
yeah.
week.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, because she's undergoing something. And then
Okay.
so now uh then
Yeah.
chances were either A was going to host that visitation or I was going to host it. But
Okay.
yeah, from my call listen to this
Yeah. No,
voice
don't
coming
worry.
up.
Don't worry. Yeah. Yeah. I don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah.
From my call from
Yeah.
yeah
The
conversation
conversation. Sure. Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
with Mavis, and then she said something like she doesn't think that it's gonna like this week is gonna be feasible because
All right. All
uh,
right.
we haven't really structured. So
Yes. Yes.
I'm just crossing my fingers that they do not turn around and then say on Friday we have something.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
Yeah. Yeah.
so I'm
Sure thing. Sure
crossing
thing.
my fingers. Yeah. So until
Okay.
until they confirm something, and then for now we're still in the dark. Actually, you guys and
All
myself,
right.
and I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure even themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if any changes happen, please keep us abreast in terms of that, because we don't want to expect the unexpected.
Okay. I no no.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Sure thing,
No.
sure thing.
No. We
So
together on that one.
yeah, yeah. Please, please. Another question was about the documentation and stuff like that. So I just wanted to know,
Uh-huh.
in terms of the documentation, that one you were not anticipating it this week, right? You didn't want to see it this week. You just wanted to see the layout. What are we?
Yeah. I just wanna see what you guys have,
Sure.
the layout. Like what do you guys have? What is your proposal on things like that?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then you guys
yeah,
can always submit the following week. But for
yeah.
now, I just needed to see what you guys
Mhm.
actually do have, so that if you're submitting, at least you submit something that is substantial than
Yeah, sure
just
thing.
to submit because I know most of you are going to submit just because you need to submit, but I need to see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
Cool.
But I would ask if even though that you can see the layout, can we do it next of next week? Because we're submitting the formatives and the likes and so forth.
Let me confirm with the date.
Can I ask? Yeah, yeah, please, please. But in terms of the
Because
layout,
okay,
yeah, sure thing.
if I can do that, nah, this is what I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
do. Um,
Yes, sir.
let me just confirm the dates for next of next
Yeah.
week. That will be
Yes.
next of next week, Monday. That will be the 9th of
Yes, sir.
October. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Then I
Yes,
can
sir.
only agree to this
Yeah, yeah.
if you guys on Monday next week show me what you
Yes.
guys have.
Yes, sir. No, no. I'm not
Oh,
sure if I'm
yeah.
speaking for
As long
myself,
as
but
as long
I
as
think yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
yeah. No, I think like your I hear that your request. So like I just need to see if people are actually doing something because I do not want to like to say okay cool and then next
Yeah.
thing and then people come back
Yeah.
that other week and people start saying nah but I haven't started. No, I'm
Sure thing.
experiencing this
Sure
because
thing.
um that's what I've picked up from my interactions with you guys a lot that most of you guys just wait and then later
Mm-hmm.
and then when you're supposed to and then this stories start coming up. So I'd rather see something and from there, and then you guys
Mm-hmm.
can submit. But yeah, it's cool.
All right.
So next of next week, then Monday the 9th,
Yes,
then
yes.
we can upload that documentation. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No problem. No problem. Yeah. Brawes got the hands. So he raised his hands so you can attend to him. So yeah, we'll decipher that.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Cool. Shabash. Wesley, what's up, man?
Nothing, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
How's it going?
It's
Afternoon,
going
man.
great. It's going great, sir. I'm a bit lost. So, what were you talking about? You were talking about the intake, the presentations of the documentation or what? I don't know what you guys were talking about.
Yeah, yeah, the final documentation.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So about the final documentation.
So
So yeah,
you were
I
you
want
were
to,
saying you were saying that you're postponing it or what?
cause like yeah, cause like the thing is this, ne? Like it's a documentation, so you can, in terms of like the submission, because this is the documentation for your app. So it's something that you're actually working on. It's like a working document. So which means you do not need to submit that document like now, but I also need to see what it is that you're doing. Then that's why the urgency that I was saying that I needed to look at your documents. So for now, what I need to do is to see what it is that you guys are working at, or at least explain to me what it is that you're working at. And then the rest of your document, we can always, like the submission there, um, I think uh, moving it to the 9th, I think will be better, because you guys still have a little bit of submissions that you guys need to do. Because as much as you're working on your document, you're also working on your app, isn't it?
Yes. For for the documentation part.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask, is it like literally like us telling you, us telling you that in my website I'm gonna be having what's this the begin biography and things like that, or like it's just a simple way of like telling you how am I gonna like do it. I'm a bit confused there. So.
Okay. So when it comes to your documentation, the documentation you're going to use the documentation for you to basically describe the app that you are building. Like what exactly is the app for? What is it solving? How is it going to solve the problem that you are solving? So for instance, if let's say it's a transport app in this case. So the scope would be, um, it's a transport app because you notice that there are people that are maybe are moving from one point to another, and there was no easier transport. And then from just literally describing the problem, what exactly is the problem, and then from there, after describing the problem, and then you move on now to describe the solution. What solution do you find? How are you going to apply that solution? So if you are going to be like you literally telling me how exactly your app is going to work, if I can put it like that. So that is the second aspect. And then from there, and then you move to the tools. What tools are you going to use to build the app? And then from there, and then you move on to the users. What type of users are you going to have in that
Uh,
particular app?
Mr. TC.
Yes.
So basically, what you're saying is the documentation is like a blueprint of my app.
Thank you.
Okay.
More like that. I think I couldn't have explained it better than what you just did now. It
Oh,
is actually print. Yeah, it's a roadmap of
okay.
your app.
Now I get it, sir.
Awesome,
Thank you, sir.
awesome.
Thank you, sir.
All right, cool, man. Thank you. Hi guys. Sorry. So now, um, I was thinking here, like, you guys have got some stuff that you're doing. I don't know what you guys are doing exactly, but now for me, I just want to go through some kind of like a tutorial, if I can put it like that, on how to set up my, like, I want to build the front end. So I want to start here with you guys building the front end for our app. So I need us to do that. And then, so you know the tools that we're going to be making use of which we spoke about, those tools there. And actually that will also probably maybe help you in terms of your documentation there. So I said that, so this is how I'm going to build my app. So I'll start here. So to build my app, there are certain aspects that I need. Number one, so I'm gonna type this because you guys need to see that project. Excuse me. Project. Yeah, project setup. Now, project setup has got a few pointers into it there. So the first pointer here, I'll talk about setting up a back end. In this case here, I say that I'll be using Node.js. That is my back end. I'm also gonna set up the front end or create a React application. I hope you guys have been going through those React tutorials, React application for the front end. Then I also need to set up the database. Set up the database. So that is my project set up there. I'm looking at that. And then next up here, I'll look at probably user authentication. Authentication. And then I'll look at database design. And then I'll look at my dashboards, obviously. So I have the admin dashboard. And then I have the user, or let me call it client, not user, client dashboard. And then from there, and then I'll talk about integrations or APIs. So this is where I'm going to introduce the integrations there. And then also, like, all integrations will come into one, obviously. And then, yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. So let me do this. I sent it
You sharing your screen?
on the chat. No, I was typing. I just sent it on the chat. So I'm just showing you here how I'm going to start this whole thing. So this is my project. This is how I'm starting here. So now, first things first. So now I'm going to share my screen now. So I want you to do this. I want to do this. I want to okay. I'm trying to think. Okay, let me do this. I'll open Visual Studio Code. Let me share my entire screen. My computer is a little bit slow today, so you guys will liaise with me. I haven't actually switched it on I haven't switched it off in days because of some stuff that I was doing. I was working on something, so that didn't need my PC to be off. So when the computer is on for too long, it also gives you problems sometimes. Visual Studio Code. Okay, there we go. So now, while this is starting up, so there are certain aspects or certain things that you need to install. Already, you guys have installed, I think MySQL. You guys have got Visual Studio Code. You guys have got a GitHub account. You have all that stuff there. And now, this is what I want. Okay. These stupid things. I was telling you about my computer being kind of slow. Annoying. Okay. I think I can do this. Maximize file and then new window. Okay. I think I can close the old one. All right. So now, as I said, that there are certain aspects or certain things that we need to install before we even start. There are certain things that we need to install. And then now, for us to install those things there, the thing that I want you guys to install is something called Node.js, but you can always install it, but it's supposed to be there. You're supposed to have installed Node. So you have to download it from their official website and then just install that aspect there, that particular thing. So let me just type it down here, because React will not work without the Node, because Node is the actual, what you call, not library, but yeah. And then what is Node is just a library. That's what Node is. So, and then, React is just a library. So it needs something to work on. So hence you need to download it from this website here, HTTPS, and then /node.as.org. So you need to, to visit the site to install. Oh, wow, my spelling was wrong. Very, very wrong. So I need to fix that. I need to fix my spelling. So let me just do that. Okay. The second one that I just sent is the one. Node.js, not mod, node.js.org. So you need to install that. So as soon as you are done, and then you can move on to the React platform. So under React here, so this is what I need to do. I need to create a file. So let me do that. Let me create a file. Okay, let me do this. Let me open folder, and then I'm going to create a file.
Afternoon, sir.
Hey, how's it?
I'm fine. I don't know if you are sharing your screen, but on my side, it doesn't show anything.
I'm sharing my entire screen. So it's supposed to have something because I'm sharing my entire screen. So I don't know if you're alone or is there everyone else? Are you not seeing my screen or it's just Tabang?
I can see your screen, sir.
Okay, maybe it's your network, Tabang. Maybe it's your network, my man.
Okay, let me try to fix it.
Yeah. I told you my computer is a little bit slow today. Actually, not even a little bit. It's actually slow today. So, okay, so I'm trying to see where I can save this new folder here. I think I'll save it under pictures. Let's hope there isn't much stuff here. Oh, yeah. I think I'd rather put it on the cloud. I think it's better. So on the cloud here, I'm going to create a folder. I'm creating a folder here, and this folder I'm going to call it, I'm simply creating a transport app. Transport app. See now, this thing is not even opening my folder. I gave my folder a name and it's refusing to. Oh, okay. Let me do this. So it's opening now. So this is still busy here. Let me do this. Minimize and open my command prompt. Run. I'm opening my command prompt. So now on the command prompt here, I need to type a few things here. But now, remember, you're supposed to have your node. So make sure that your node is actually installed. So so that you can see, so that your React can work. So that your React can work. Like for instance, right now, so let's say I'd like for me to test out my node here. I'll just say node dash v. Then it's supposed to give me the version of node because I already installed node here. So I just typed on the command here, node.v dash v here. And then it's supposed to give me the this thing is on toy. Let me just restart this thing. I just restart it. Notice the version of Node that is installed for me is 20.6.1. That is the version of Node that is actually installed on the computer here. So now, as I said, yeah. Oh, I see a hand from Spongile. What's up?
Afternoon, sir. How are you?
I'm good. How's it going?
I'm okay, thanks. I'm trying to install the Node.js now. So I was asking, do we click on install Node.js via binary archive or via package manager?
Package manager.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right. So now we're here. And then from here now, the next up, because guys, listen, this is for those that want to use Node. If you want to use Java, you can set it up your own way on how Java does. And then if you want to use Python, set it up on how Python wants its thing. But if you're using JavaScript, Node, React, this is how we're setting everything up there. And then from there now, say that the next aspect of things here is for me just basic to install to install React. I need to install React because I do not have React there. So npm, so which is an npm manager. For if you've been studying, I'm pretty sure you saw something about npm there. So this is our install there, and then so I'm installing React at the same time. I'm basically creating React, and then yeah, I just create React app at npm install g create React app. So press enter there, and then it will start installing your React. Just waiting for it to finish. And if you check at the top here, it's going to be written npm. So it's installing now, guys. Okay, it's done. There you go. Notice the warning, what version no longer supported. So I'm not worried about that one there. Oh, that's a depreciated version of my npm there. And then edit there, and then from there, and then we're done. So my thing has installed, and then now the next thing is for me just now to start creating my thing, my app. But for me to create my app, I need to tell it where to create an app and how to actually do that. So I'm writing some code here. Npx create the same thing there, React app. Okay, spelling create React app, which is taken from there up there, and then I give the name of the app there. The name of the app is called Transport. App, like that. This is the name of the app there, and then press enter, and then it creates that particular name of the app. Just waiting for it to finish creating. So you notice that a lot of the times you'll be making use of, you notice there, it has created the app there, and then notice what's happening here, installing the packages and everything else. Now it's starting to create that particular app. Like if you check, we make use of a lot of command. For those of you that do not like using command, whether you're using Java, you're using Python, you're using any programming language, you have to learn a little bit on how to make use of command. But the nice thing about command is you do not even need to know the command as long as you know the platform that you're using. For instance, right now we're using Node. If you're using Java and stuff, the code is always there. They give you the code. Like if you go to the website for Node, that code is there on how to actually create an app. It's just a matter of copy and paste. The code is always there. So those are some of the aspects that you guys need to understand there. That it's it's like libraries. Hence the reason why we even call these apps libraries there, because it helps, like it's simple and straightforward. The code is always there. It's just a matter of you just copying and pasting and simply using it the way it is, especially when it comes to the command lines. You just have to change maybe names and things like that.
Mr. TC,
Yes. Hello.
Can you please make that window bigger?
Sorry?
Can you please make that window bigger? I can see.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
So it's just installing for now. So so this thing is taking its time, guys. So you liaise with me. So what if it's still installing here? You guys have found out about the node part, right? So let me do this. just go over to Node and just type Node here. Node.js. .org. Okay, there we go. Let me just type it. Okay. Okay, if you check here, there are two different versions. When you go to Node.js, there's this one here, which is 18.18 LTS, and then there's this one here, which is called the current version there. And then now it's up to you on which one that you're going to download there. It's up to you. But I would prefer, like I say, they're saying that for all others and everything else. But what you can always do is you choose whichever works for you. But preferably, always work with the current version. And then from there, and then now there's this item here called docs. If you go to the docs part there, just clicked on it there, you notice there it talks about API documentation and things like that. Then there's these things called APIs there that provide information about functions and objects and what. And then here it shows you the previous versions there. So like when it comes to documentation, it basically tells you everything that you need to know about that current version that you're working with. You see that? And then here they're talking about C and C++ and stuff, of which that is not what exactly we're looking at there, but most of these are quite relevant to your path, if I'm playing. So they're quite relevant there. For instance, assertion testing, how to test and things, crypto, deprecated. See that all these like it's basically code. They give you code, if you can see that. It's code that you can literally copy and paste in your app. So this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about code that has been there. Like here, like they're telling you about code that does certain things. You just have to go through the documentation. Documentation will always tell you what the code does and how to modify it and things like that. So like as you said, we're going to like we're doing this together. So we'll be holding each other's hands as we go through all of this. Oh, it's taking a long time. Oh, there we go. Initialize the Git repository and then installing the templates. It's done now. So which means now the next part now is for us now just to go straight to the point now. If you can see that now it just says that MPs the city transport. So which means I need to city transport up transport dash app. So now this leads me to open that particular folder where the transport app is. That is where I'm actually needed now. So now after you have seeded now, you have opened that particular app now. Now I need to start coding. So now I'm going to code dot. Now when I'm saying code dot, I'm simply telling the computer now to open Microsoft Visual Studio. So that is what it's supposed to do there. Code dot is simple supposed to do that. Then if code dot doesn't do that, then I have to do it manually. But notice there, now when I say code dot, and then it opens Visual Studio on its own. And then it populates the entire app. I'll find it already waiting for me from there. Notice there, look at this here. Okay, like you notice here already now you've got the transport app. There we go. So if I need to expand this a little bit, and then you see that transport app, that's what it says there. And then on the transport app, what we have, we've got node modules. These are the modules for node. All of these modules here are for node, and you do not need to know all of them, guys. You don't need to know all. Then you've got these public. This is where we've been working. A lot of our work is going to be here, and some of our work is going to be in SRC. This is where most of our work is going to be. So now, after you have done that, now, literally now, you can start the development, almost like start the development process. So now, with here, okay. So now what we can do is to go to these dots there, and then you open terminal. There is the terminal at the bottom here. Just waiting for it to populate this particular terminal there. So your Visual Studio is not going to be the same. Mine has got a lot of plugins. That is why it's a little bit different. It has a lot of plugins. So there are certain plugins that change the icons, that plugins that change the general feel and look of my of my Visual Studio. So don't worry about how it looks because it's going to be different. So I'm just waiting for the terminal also to to show something, because right now it's loading a little bit slow. Okay, there we go. Now I can now start my npm. npm just waiting. I told my computer is a bit slow today for some reason. Okay, there we go. npm start, then enter. Okay, so now after this this is what I'm gonna do. Now I need to, okay. Yeah, deal with this later. So anyway, now the next thing is, remember, like literally we have something, like we have some sort of a website or website or something. So if I'll do this, let me open here a web app, some kind, but it's a very basic one. I just want to open it so that I can run it so that you guys can see. Or I can just go live here. Let me go live, and then I open. Oh, my computer is slow today. So as you can see already, like as I said, that this has been populated there, but this is where we are mostly doing our most of our work. Most of our work is here. Okay. All right. I don't need to show you. Just waiting for this thing to load up. So slow. So anyway, now as I was saying that oh, okay, it's not loading what it's supposed to. Okay. So like right now, my app doesn't have anything. So if we move over and we check all these documents that we have, like for instance, there is the index. Let me open the index file there. So in the index file, now you observe that this has got some very basic code. So let me close this welcome thing. So the index file has got some basic code. Like for instance, you've got your basic HTML code because it's an HTML file there. You've got lang, you've got your meta with your head, you've got your icons there, and then you've got your viewpoints, and then you've got your theme color, then you've got your description, website created using Wattpad, then you've got your entire website that is actually inside there. So this here gives you like your basic structure of a website. So as you can see, this here is that particular document. You see a React app, and then it says that, and then you've got at the top here where you've got that, which is basically this thing here. Let me see here. You see that your head, this entire head there, and then that is the one that is actually shown there. And then inside here, you've got all those pictures, and then you've got that React app. You need to embed JavaScript to run this app, things like that, which is basically the stuff that is actually written in your JS code. You see that. So if you go and open the website, you'll notice that this is everything that you actually do have. So now, for you now to edit, this is where you start literally editing your particular app or website, whatever. But this is where you actually start editing. Now, how you edit, that is entirely up to you. Depends on your app, the app that you actually have. But for me now, if you notice here, the the way that this is actually done, you guys, like you said that last time when I heard some of you were saying that you actually did a little bit of what you call, I think you said you did something called Bootstrap. If you check, some of you have done that. you've done those bootstrap things and stuff. So those are some of the things that we need to actually have. So you need to install that. Of which, like, we need a styling option because we do not want to write CSS code. We can write CSS code if you want, but your CSS code, the one that you write, is not going to be the best code out there. Hence, we've got now what they call a UI framework or a component library that is basically used to give you consistency. That is used to give you consistency. In this case here, you've got a choice between two. You've got material UI items that are sent you, and then you've got bootstrap. Those are not the only two, guys. There is a lot more, but these are the widely commonly used, the most commonly used ones. These two, where you have got one which is bootstrap, the other one is material UI. Now, depending on what exactly you want to do, you will choose whichever one works for you. But for most of these web apps, I would prefer to use bootstrap. And then for websites, and then I'll prefer to use Material UI because Material UI plays around with things like animations and stuff. So if your website is that website that is going to be having animations and things like that, then which means your thing is going to be the best, your Material UI. But if you are making something for, like, work, and then that you want to make that you want to use, like you want to develop something that easily that is very high, like that is highly responsive, that works better with what you call with React, and then Bootstrap is actually the better choice. But at the end of the day, it is up to you. At the end of the day, it is up to you. So yeah, I think um, with this part here, I'm done. Now, if I can do this, let me open this thing here. I want to open a new terminal. Then I want to install Bootstrap so that you guys can see how we install. So like today, I'm simply dealing with. If you notice, we haven't really started the coding part, but we've been busy dealing with what you call libraries and tools that we are going to be making use. So that is where we're going to simple continue from. So here I'm going to npm. That is npm is always working here. Install, and then I want to install Bootstrap. Bootstrap. I hope the spelling is fine. Yep. And then so now I'm installing Bootstrap there. So it's installing. So what is installing? Let me run through Bootstrap with you guys, just to show you that basically Bootstrap is CSS, and then helps us in terms of dealing with our yeah, this thing is so slow. So I want to go through this bootstrap thing with you so that you guys can have a clue on what exactly you're talking about when you're talking about the bootstrap. Okay, so now there is the website here, and then I'm just gonna go in. Okay, observe. So now you notice here, this is how basically you install Bootstrap. For instance, if you want to install the current version of actually Bootstrap, so you can always just, copy that code there, and then you go and then you just paste it like that. Then just press enter. Then it will actually install that current version of Bootstrap. Basically the same thing that I just did, but here it just goes straight to the point and tells it which particular version to actually install. So if you are getting it from there, and then there is something called documentation. Like as I said, that documentation is the most important part of any kind of like in coding. Like there is nothing more important than documentation. So if I scroll down, you can install via package managers, you can install via like all of these other items there, and then you've got Vite Parser Web and like all that stuff there. But now notice here, this here they're saying that include bootstraps, SASS, which is basically a certain version of CSS there. And then here also you can do the imports in this manner here. So if you want to customize Bootstrap, you can also use this aspect there, and then you've got these CSS variables that you have. So like the components, for instance, here they are showing you how to deal with these. You see how these buttons, how you can deal with these buttons there. This is the home button, profile, contact. You see that, or you can use them as these kind of buttons. Then they already wrote the code for you on how to show these different components there, and then create and extend. See that? So it is up to you, like especially when it comes to Bootstrap, on how exactly you want to use it. But the code is already been given. So as I said, documentation very important. So you can always just go to read the docs, and then the docs will show you how to deal with certain things. You see that? Quick start. This is how you basically put a not include, but this is how you include Bootstrap. You see that tile, and then you include Bootstrap just like that. So include Bootstrap CSS and JS, and then you can put it like that. And then there are so many of these components that basically make use of this Bootstrap aspect there. And then as I say that, if you check here on the left hand side, this is how you start, and then this is how you customize. Even your layouts actually given. Like for instance, you want to put your things in a grid, and then you can check how to put the things in a grid. You notice that there you've got your grid, which is your columns there. And then from there, and then there is already CSS code for that, HTML code for that. And then if you want to put things in columns, also does for you. See? And then if you want to deal with forms, your form controls and things like that, like everything is there. Like your Bootstrap does that. You see that your form password, what, disable forms also, and then you've got these other types of forms that you have, accessibility and stuff. So like the only thing that you need to do is install it and import. And then whatever that you need to do is just a matter of copy and paste. So you always just come, copy, paste, and then edit the code how you want it to look like. Copy, paste, edit the code how you want it to look like. that is Bootstrap for you. There isn't much like in terms of even patterns. You see that the components like patterns there is already code for you to do that. You see, even have the different color patterns there and things like that. And then see that your patterns there when you're moving, then large patterns, smaller patterns, transparent patterns, and then you've got these longer ones and you've got the short ones, and you've got some that are in line, some of them are blocked and stuff. It is up to you as to what you're gonna do. Even has some bit of JavaScript code. If you notice here, this is JavaScript code for your patterns to make your patterns react and to make your patterns react and interact. So this is where we're going to. This is what we're going to be doing as from next week. So as from next week, like we've set up our what you call, we've set it up our React. We've installed Node. We've set up the React, and then we've installed the Bootstrap, and then from there, as from next week Monday, and then we start. Okay, next week Monday, I'm not gonna do this. Next week Monday, I'm going to be checking on you guys on your documentation. I'm just gonna be looking at your documentation, seeing if I can help you fix here and there. And then from Tuesday, then we start coding full time. So which means this entire month, that's what we're supposed to do. We're creating our app and we're coding for it. But I'm not gonna do each and everything because it's a lot of work to do. So some of the code you find it finished, some of the code we'll do it together, even though we're still going to explain the code and things like that. So are there any questions relating to whatever that we've been looking at for today? Any questions so far? Okay. There's no questions because load sharing is gonna start now. So if there's no questions, then what? We're not going Kuma practicals. Say Kuma practicals. Asanda. Well, like isn't your thingy like 6 months cycle ends in October, and then from there, and then you guys go because we started on the 25th of May, and then it moves from the 25th of May to the 25th of October. So I'm pretty sure, and then from the 25th of October, you guys are going to go to your practicals because that's the schedule that I actually have here, unless if I'm mistaken. We started on the 25th of May. Let me just confirm. Yeah, we started.
Mr. TC?
Oh, 24 April. 24 April. So 24 April. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 6. Yes, until 24 October. So we should be stopping on the 24th of October. Yes, Wanga, what's up?
I wanted to ask about the site visit.
Yeah, what's up?
Is it not yet confirmed?
I answered that question already.
Say I was in a taxi, so say like I couldn't like hear anything. So I just wanted you to tell me, sir, please.
No, it's not confirmed yet. So I said like I will keep you guys posted if ever there is any change. But for now, nothing has been said, and then they will get back to us whenever they can. So Miss A is not around. So yeah.
Okay, no problem, sir.
All right. So our study break starts tomorrow.
Sure, sir.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Have a good day.
Same to you, sir. Bye, everyone.
Bye, sir.
Bye, guys.
Bye, sir. Bye, everyone.
Bye, Pascalina.